notes, that's a mobby pass. More shots than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz. Between the blue notes, that's a mobby pass. More shots than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz.
I told you guys, man, we coming with it, man. We nonstop.
Yo, it's another episode. I'm VI. And this is Factorz TV. What's going on with y'all?
Man, what's going on, man? This is what, about the ninth
episode, eighth,
ninth.
We rolling. That's all that matters. We rolling,
man.
We keeping it going.
Reaching community, man. Touching the turf, man. You know what I'm talking about? We tapping in with you guys, man. It's another week.
Well, what's going on with you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing good, man. Coming off of a good event we had over at Mint Lounge on Friday, man. We turned up my birthday boy, Frost. So shout out Frost, man. We did that, man. Seattle came out Friday night. Lights was a good time, man. Me and bro did our thing, man. Frost did his thing, and the city came out. So that was a good kickoff for our third week there. It's been picking up. Besides that, man, I've been getting ready for springtime with the event. So I've been doing a lot of planning for that and just trying to get ready for it because it's going to be coming fast. Our birthday's next month. So you know what time it is, don't you?
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's almost Pisces season, the best season there is. I've been chilling, man. It's been a good week. I got my good friend T. Cal in the building, man. And I want to give him a shout out because he's been persevering. He's gone through some things with his health, and he's like an example of just striving, strength. You know, he had strokes, he died, and he's still here. It's a blessing. So I'm gonna give a shout out to T Cal, man, because
T Cal definitely is showing us to stay strong and to push through whatever thrown your way. You know,
got him in the studio with us, so
thank God,
that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? He's here to be here with us, man. So it's a blessing, man. We're gonna have a good episode, man, because he's in the building. You know what I'm talking about?
Of course, man. So what you want to talk about, man? What's up, man?
I'm gonna talk about your boy, man.
Who, man?
Joe Byron, man. What's up with your dog, man?
What's up, baby?
Listen, man.
Take me out to dinner.
He really is trying to kill us. He's trying to take us out.
Hey, man, the boy, now he's trying to deny it that they were going to do a program worth $30 million, handing out crack pipes around the country. But I think it's a true thing, basically, because they have safe injection sites now. And growing up, it was banished to do drugs. It was, you were doing time. It wasn't considered an illness. It was something that they looked down upon.
They made you a criminal. They took away your homes. They took away your cars. They threw us in jail as black people. But now they have safe injection sites. They have safe havens for people to go not only do drugs, but to get equipment. So it was supposedly released from the press that Joe Biden was going to release safe smoking kits, basically, that had 20 items in it. And basically,
you got some crack?
Help you do drugs safely, inject safely, smoke safely.
Because ain't nothing like safe crack.
And so basically how we're feeling is like, I believe they was going to do it. You could deny now. But my thing is, we've done it so many times before. Like, you know how drugs got here. You know how it's circulated. Then you also know how it goes when it comes to resources in the neighborhoods when it came to a situation of the era of black people being on heroin or crack. And they're treated like criminals and house taking and stuff. And then now it's affecting opiates is affecting a lot more white community, and their laws went up, and now they are trying to help them out and get them assistance and say it's an illness.
And see, that's my thing. It wasn't an issue until white homes were affected with the opiate crisis. Just like when it came to promethazine and codeine, lean, it was popular and it was being produced until Justin Bieber got a hold of it, and then they were like, "Oh no, we can't have this."
We didn't mean for you to be affected,
Yeah,
we didn't mean for you to be affected.
No, yeah. So I think it's just another, spin in our faces. Basically tell us they don't, give a f about us. Basically, when it came to our people being on drugs, it wasn't considered an illness or a sickness or something they need help with. It was considered you're low life, you're not worthy. You need to go do jail time. Nobody got sent to a rehab. They got sent to jail. They got sent to prison for smoking crack. Not even for selling it. So I think it's another spit in the face, and I think they're trying to save face because they got backlash. It's like, there's so much stuff we'll send the stimulators, and you're putting out money for crack pipes. Like, send the stimulators out, So yeah, that's my take on it, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, Joe, man, get your cabinet together, get your people together, because obviously you guys are in different places because you're saying what didn't happen, but the people we know, government, this ain't the first time they've implemented something on us or our people, our communities. So you guys plan to do it, man. The world's going crazy, and we're showing you right now. Crack pipes, smoke safe packs.
Man,
coming to a block near you.
Damn shame. And speaking of Joe Rogan,
Joe Rogan,
he's a racist. It's like, but some things I dug up where I think he's said racial slurs, particularly the N-word, over a scattered amount of time. I believe it's like 12 years running his podcast, and he got called out for saying some slanderous words, and even some artists pulled their songs from Spotify, and then Spotify came out saying basically we don't believe that he's done anything wrong really, but they also put out I believe it was $100 million towards those groups affected, or trying to change
it's basically like a settlement,
like basically admitting that's like somebody selling out of court, like you didn't get charged but still handle your business. And I'm kind of disappointed because once again, like India Irie, she said I'm pulling my songs from the Spotify, and then next couple of days she's like, well, I don't believe he's a racist, but they had to cut I believe 70 episodes of him saying the N-word, so I don't understand how he's not a racist. But it's like you can disrespect everybody but whites, and the alphabets. I'm not even gonna go there. But when it comes to black issues, it's like, oh, get over it. Just like everything else, oh, get over it. Another reason why they want to erase critical race theory in schools, because you'd have to teach about the wrongdoings. I seen something that said the people who threw rocks at Ruby Bridges don't want the kids to know that they threw rocks at her. Like it's backwards. We should be teaching the history of what my people go through and what we've been through and still going through to this day.
Yeah, no, I definitely get it. And the people who are saying that he is not racist, you're basically, you're appropriating. You're basically saying, it's okay, because he's on a platform, because he has this certain following. He's just being an example when really he knows better. Everybody knows better, man. We are grown. People are old. Times have changed. It's being more exploited about racism because of technology, because of people opening it up and stepping forward. But he knows better. It's racism at its finest. He's just so wealthy and so far removed from a real generation, general population, is that he can get away with saying it, and everybody backing him and changing their mind. It's all about money. It's all about connection. That's all it is. It's things we'll never see, conversations we'll never hear that's going on. So I believe he's racist. You can't take my mind. He is. But what can I do about it except tell people who are of his color or with his power to do better with it? It's gonna be other people who are of my ethnicity saying it's okay, but it's not. So don't let them do it.
Here to tell you, it's not.
It's not. Yeah.
And kind of piggybacking off that, it kind of made me think. Black men's issues are not white men's issues, and I say that as far as to say, when Joe Rogan gets caught saying the N-word, it's like, oh, well, black people say it. When a police officer kills a black man, it's there's black on black crime. They're always trying to parallel issues between black men, white men, and the different races and cultures, but it's not the same thing. We have our own issues we need to deal with, and they do as well. And I think that's a scapegoat to say, well, you guys do it, or you guys make it okay, and it's not okay. It's not in your territory to even speak on what's okay or not.
Not even it, man. It's like my best friend's black. That's that type of shit. Excuse me, but that's stuff that we're sick of as a people, and we deal with, where things are appropriated and you make excuses for people when they do things and wrongdoings happen. I don't want to make it up, but there was a comment that was just made, and there was an apology issued. Whoopi Goldberg, she got to apologize. You know what I'm saying? She has to show face. She has to own up to it and admit that she had wrongdoing. Kevin Hart, to host the Oscars, he has to admit there was wrongdoing. And every time a black person is, disrespected, or our culture or our people, it's not too many apologies that follow it, and actually actions that are better, to show better and do better. So I'm not going to get away with that. He can't. I don't care who he is or what show he was on or what he owns or any of that, man. You're still a man with power, and on your platform, you should be better with your position. But you're choosing to be like every other person in position and just down us and say, oh, well, it was just for the moment, or is it because I'm talking about this certain topic? And we're not taking that no more, man. That's racist. Everything's going to be called for what it is, eye to eye, man. That's it.
No, I totally agree. We have to hold people accountable, and that's what it is. I know there's powers that be. I know there's money. I know, there's people you don't see who control things, But we have to hold people accountable if everybody's really going to be respected. There's this big thing about equality going on. But when it comes to equality for Black people, it's like, well, you got this. What like they told us what was the Asian hate crime bill passed, and then they told us, well, you got Juneteenth as a holiday. Mother, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
what are you talking
not
about?
The same.
Who even asked for that?
Yeah,
we want some monies. We don't want Harry Tubman on a 20. We don't want none of that. We don't want none of that.
Why we want people on a quarter? We don't need none of that.
We want to change this generational gap and the divide and
real estate, and with the generational wealth gap between Black people and other races, and also redlining and real estate. We want to own and either have the land we was taken from us given back, or we was redlined back, or given new opportunity. But it's definitely time for that to happen. And I'm sorry to get off subject, but it's just something that's real and it's deep. So I don't want to steer too far off of it, but not gonna. No, you already took enough. I mean, given nothing, everything taken. So it's time, especially for us to speak about it within our own community.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been time. What else is going on in the news? Oh man, your boy Nelly, man.
That's a man's.
I don't ever want to get to a point where I have to leak it. Like I feel like it was publicity, and I don't ever want to have to get to a point.
What did he do though? You gotta tell him that some people might not know what he did, man.
He leaked his meat out there.
Oh, his meat's out there?
He put his spaghetti and meatballs out there. And
I
don't even with that cheese. Like, what's wrong with him? I don't ever want to fiend for the spotlight that bad to where I'm like, hey, put my meat out there, bro.
Listen,
we're going platinum. Hell no. If my lyrics and songs don't do it, and movies and TV don't do it.
This is the same man that just accidentally left a duffel bag with $300,000 at a bowling alley, and some woman gave it to him. He gave her $100.
He would have been robbed. That lady's outside her mind. This is the U.S. of A. This is the us A. This is the us A. Why do you get that man $300,000 back?
This is us A.
This is us A. But we're gonna stay on subject because that's crazy.
Oh my God.
No. Like, why? Why are you leaking your meat? Like, first of all, I hate the word leak. That's like when engineers, producers would leak albums. That was no leak. You purposely put that out there. So why would you go on, I'm sorry. Nobody wants that fake apology. Nobody wants to see that. Women might grovel over it, but no man wants. I don't care about that. I'm going at my TL. I want to see news.
Man, actually, the ladies.
I want to see some buns.
The ladies been making memes. There's some graphic designer ladies out there. They've been making some of the meanest memes. Lord Jesus.
No, ladies will sex shame the hell out of men. But I've seen some ladies say, had a Vienna sausage. I ain't seen it myself. And then I see some ladies. This girl said, "How deep are you guys cats to be talking about it's small?" I don't understand what's going on, but this is society we live in. Nelly, stop doing that, man.
Man, listen,
stop it. Miss Jackson left. It's okay, man.
Oh my God, this guy is so crazy. He is too old, and he went through the generation of this social network stuff. But that wasn't an accident, bro. Stop doing that.
No.
Stop doing it.
That was an accident. And then at that, you've had allegations against you. You were in Auburn, Washington, in a tour bus with allegations. You should stay away from.
You're the one. Why? There's some things you should stay away from, buddy. You gotta be more careful than that, man, because we don't need you in any more trouble or anybody feeling like anything happened or anything else that doesn't need to happen. So a video was leaked. It was on his Instagram story. And can I say I almost no, I haven't, because you gotta go through a process.
You have to go to post on Instagram. You gotta do a process.
So
you have to choose filter. You have to do the title. You have to
click it twice.
You have to click it twice. Like you posted your meat on purpose and it backfired on you. Like, come on now, you gotta do better than that, bro. You gotta do better. You gotta represent us better. Seriously. But no, we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back to you guys. Stay tuned. We're gonna be back with a couple more topics. We're gonna chop it up.
I did it for the city. I did it for the love. I did it for the people. I did it for us. Back on this rap ish. I ain't even broke a sweat, homie. This practice. Pondering my next move. Staring at my track list. Hope I ain't missing my window. Praying like a Baptist. Seattle's own. Tired of this Game of Thrones. They made a list of the best rappers, and guess who wasn't on? While the disrespect continues, I'm steady packing these venues.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.
Yo, welcome back from the break. Before we get going again, I will give a shout out to Y King in Africa Town. They did something big. They broke ground on a new development. I believe in a year or so time, it's going to be on 23rd in spring, I believe, I was told.
23rd,
and
24th in spring.
It's going to be 130 plus units for low-income housing for African Americans. And that's huge because the Central District being the place where basically we were forced to be as Blacks. And they only wanted us there. We built a beautiful metropolis. And then, for it to be taken away and gentrified, it's immediate that we get some home ownership. So shout out to Y King, Africa Town, and all you're doing for the community. Seriously.
No, yeah, that's huge, man. Basically being a kid that comes from there and being the era we're born in, we got to see the end of where it's like true Black people in the city, businesses thriving, festivals going on. So for this to be happening, that lets me know that further on down the line, 10 years, maybe 20 years, it will start to put us back in a place that was home at a point in time. So
definitely. I wanted to talk about a little bit of Seattle Black history and give a shout out to a young Black woman who kind of made waves for us, Dr. Millie Russell. She was the first African American to graduate from Seattle University with a bachelor's degree in medical technology. She learned from U.S. Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, himself. And she made strides for Black people in the regards of not only showing you that you could attend a university, but you can prevail and graduate and make, headway, when back then when they didn't think we were capable. We were, labeled so many things under the sun. She stepped up and, showed them that, hey, you can be great too. You can be educated. You can lead the way, even if you're Black, even if you're a Black woman. So that's a piece of Seattle Black history I love to talk about because people don't even think Black people are from Seattle, let alone got enough history to speak on it, so that's things that we should know, that the ones who came before us, who paved the way, because there's Black graduates graduating every day from, different universities from here, community colleges, different programs. And, it starts from somewhere. Somebody had to lead the way. So shout out to her and I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
And speaking about her and Black history, that leads me to my subject of being a matriarch. Which in definition is a female leader of a tribe or a family and having power and distributing that power and having resource. And so there's a lot of Black women that are from where we're from that bring that energy and bring that legend to themselves and they spread that love. And we talked about that with my mom and other people in my family about the meaning of it. And because a lot of people will give themselves that name and not really earn it when that's an earned name. So to me, just like you said, it's someone who's a conduit, someone who distributes power because they hold it, someone who's a safe haven, someone who's a safe place, someone who's a leader, and someone who knows that they also can listen. So shout out to all my matriarchs, all the grandmas, all the aunts, all the moms, the women who lead and the women who stay strong and they make sure things are together. You guys are great, man. It's a great word to learn and use, man, and make sure you live up to it because people get old, they think they're a matriarch. Not just because you're old. You can't just get old to be a matriarch. It has to be footwork put in. It has to be time put in. It has to be love given and protection. So just make sure you know what you are when you're saying you're something.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You got to. That's like when, that's like somebody calling you their little homie or they're your OG. You ain't moved the rock. You ain't changed nothing in my life. That's not, you don't get to call yourself that just because. But I want to speak on that kind of lead me into feminism. It was a subject on Facebook. We were speaking about it. And it's a movement that I feel like kind of tore into the Black community because it didn't have anything to do with us, but our women took it on. Our women were coerced into taking on a problem. We didn't have an issue in the Black family dynamic, before a few things happened, mandatory minimums, welfare, different things like that, change the dynamic of it. But I want us to focus on us again. And we were talking about it on Facebook because a lot of women didn't understand it. Some did, But by the end of the conversation, they were like, we get it. You know, it's not our fight. We didn't have issues between each other, man. We knew our roles. We knew to uplift each other and love one another. And then this feminism movement came where, you know, white women were fighting for rights against their husbands, and they were fighting to vote, and they were fighting to work hours. You know, some women weren't allowed to vote. Women weren't allowed to work, to do different things. They were, you know, basically at home. So they fought for different rights. And, you know, it was, you know, to upstage the plight against their husbands, but it kind of flowed into the Black community, and they brought it in there. And that's not, I'm here to tell you, Black people, that's not our fight. That's not our women's fight. We need to tune back into each other. We need to get back into each other's movement, the Black movement, Black women, Black men, Black families. That's the base of, you know, what we're trying to do is the Black family. That's the dynamic we need to focus on. We shouldn't be focused on anybody else's movement that doesn't affect us. The women have always been our stronghold, but the men has always been leaders as well. We have to tap into that. We can't stay falling for somebody else's
agenda.
Yeah,
I get exactly what you're saying. Like, that's what we were talking about earlier, where Black problems are not white problems are not Black problems. Like, literally, we have a certain thing where we tend to get thrown into, like, you know, even with Black Lives Matters. Now they're combining it with the LG.
I'm not even gonna play with you.
Okay, yeah. I'll be getting confused. I'm not even being funny. So they now it's combined with the Black Lives Matter with a rainbow flag.
Yeah,
like it's two different struggles.
Yeah,
you know, they're both struggles. They're both situations and things that are, you know, they're bad and they need to be worked on through the community and through resource and through, you know, giving people information, educating people. But as far as the struggle goes, two different struggles.
Yeah,
we seem to get combined with a lot of different people in their struggles. You know. Just like with Whoopi just getting in trouble for talking about the Holocaust. And yes, it's not right. Millions of people losing their lives and, you know, certain things, but we recognizing everything but one of the main things that had to do with America, and that's slavery, segregation, school to prison pipeline, mandatory minimum, Jim Crow, the DARE program,
Greenwood, so many things.
There's so many things that are kind of like genocides to our people. That's where we have to get back, just like you're saying, we have to get back focused on us and stop aligning or letting things collide with other movements that are not benefiting us as Black people, but just people as a whole. Well, there's a human race, and I believe in equality, but we have yet to be given that.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for us to keep fighting for people who are not fighting solely for us, because until that generational wealth gap is to change, until my kids are getting the same educational resources your kids are getting, opportunities, until laws are changed, until certain things and reparations are given, it'll never be the same. We will never be equal. So we should stop acting like we are.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely agree with that. So if we can spread that and get our people to tune in, tap in, I think that'll help our movement move faster than what we've been doing, because we've been blindsided by so many things that have nothing to do with us, zero to do with us. It's like we have to really focus on what we need to do, from our kids on up to our elders. We can't keep playing somebody else's game. We have to play our own game. So, I just wanted to speak on that because I spoke on Facebook and it turned into maybe 120 something commented post, and has some people going against it, and some people were like, yeah, I totally agree with you. So I feel like that was something that needed to be spoken upon. But any small business shout outs you got? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out my partner, man. 7th Scale Boutique out in Des Moines. My girl Janae, man, she's doing her thing. She got a lot of nice clothes for the ladies, man. Every time she posts something, it goes up. So I retweet her or I'll give her a share. So go check out her Instagram. It's 7th Scale Boutique, and they're out in Des Moines. I don't know the exact address, but the info's there. So ladies, go check them out, man. She always shows us love as far as my promotional company goes. So I return the favor, and we're going to just build network,
Definitely, man. I want to shout out Converge Media. And it's not because I'm sitting here. It's because it helped open my eyes up to see that Black media really does matter, and you having your own voice matters. Like, so many times, so many programs have spoken for us, and that's not us. That's not our mindset. That's not our way of thinking. We get to say what we want. We get to tell it how it is, not, what they think it is or what they want to portray it to be. We get to speak about what we see and what we feel. And I feel like that is prudent right now in this time. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
say tweak. He said it to my tweet. Tweak something. No, we ain't tweaking nothing.
No, yeah, we ain't tweaking nothing. It's straight, raw, real rap, uncut. So shout out to Converge Media, everybody, all the staff there, because it's like Black media really matters. Not only media matters, Black media, and we get to, I believe I just seen a meme where they showed the CEO of the Black Network channel, BNC. They show the owner of BET. They show the owner of every black, based television program, and they ain't black. None of them's black. So I feel like no FUBU. It's boo-foo. By us, F you. So I'm appreciative for the platform, not only for my brother and I, but for everybody who is a part of Converge, the stories, even back to when O was out there in Chop, because the media twists it how they want, and they'll show you what they want. And O was out there with his phone, in the smoke. So shout out to Converge Media. Seriously. Appreciate you guys.
All right, man. Well, it's been another episode, man, of Factorz TV, man. I'm
VI. And shout out to everybody who supports us. Shout out to everybody who shows us love, everybody who writes comments, who shares the post and
topics, all that.
And share the post. Maybe somebody who needs to hear it or see it, or just spread the word. I mean, because we need to support each other, but we also need to have someone who looks like each other speaking for ourselves. So shout out to everybody. Repost, reshare, please. This is the end of the episode, and next episode we'll be back with more info.
All right, man. It's gonna drop soon. You guys tune in.